Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
Humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready, set.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
19-18.
Davis now. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Got his man. It's Warren. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39.
13 yards on the play. That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
Running left, it's Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Davis. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Mustang 19, Charger, 19, Charger. Go.
Back to throw. Davis. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he will be very close close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he stopped immediately there.
He was tackled at the 20.
You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 11 carries, 91 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
On 2nd and 9, Davis. The killer here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Crack all 80. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And to the front, the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Come on.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7.
So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Jason Sanders set to
Now
kick
after
off.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Shoves him aside. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On the ground, this is Amari in Hampton. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
In motion goes the tight end. They will run for it with Hampton. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit. His first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Here we go. Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Los Angeles.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taking down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw. Davis will get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the 1st target, not just the 1st catch, 1st target. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, Herbert. He's got Harris running the slant. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw out wide is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or 2 to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Commanders. And this is the Commanders' wideout. He's open in the middle of the field. They get it to him. It's a foot race, and he won't lose it. 64 yards for the touchdown. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Cardinals' wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is Bijan Robinson. He's going to find a seam in the middle of the field and haul it in. 56 yards, touchdown. The Falcons, looking to go 3-0 to start the year, they lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Jason Sanders set to kick
The
off.
Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Forrest All-American. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Davis. From the gun, he'll throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
17-yard line.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Davis. Off play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Cowboys, go.
Back to throw. Davis. And that will be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Jaguars
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Herbert now. He's got his target, Harris. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
A short one there to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. quickly here, and that's complete.
Herbert's pass. Complete to DeAndre Herbert-Smith.
From the 21, here's second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hampton. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Herbert running left off the option.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
In motion, the tight end.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
29-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Davis. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Davis. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Operating from the gun. Davis. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Keandre Lambert-Smith,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense. They get set to take over here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Jalen Warren, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score, Jaguars.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Herbert back to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Herbert going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with him.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Davis now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over first and 10. Herbert and the Chargers
down by 7. Under a minute 20 to go. Herbert, how will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton.
It's a gain of 8.
Herbert.
And he's got his man on the out route.
Now second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Herbert to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
And the Chargers.
And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes second and 10. Throwing, Herbert.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Castro. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
Another try, second and 10 now. Herbert.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Castro. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Brings up third and 3.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's third down and 3.
Now Herbert.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now first and goal.
First down. First and goal.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Davis throwing to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
18, find it, go! Panthers 60, Panthers 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Davis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard
Liking
line.
18.
Operating from the gun, Davis.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Intended for number
One thing I
82.
have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
Here we go.
Warren will try to right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. A handoff for Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry and stay with him?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Now a first throw here in overtime.
That's complete. Lambert Smith.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Camper.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Pass complete to Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A great game, partner. A spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish. And as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for Los Angeles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.